Hi, it's Doug from Rise Above Performance Training. Today I'm going to do a video demonstrating the mobility drills that I learned from the Orange Kettlebell Club workshop that Jason Dolby showed us. Now, these drills are based off a lot of the Z Health drills and a lot of the other ones that he's incorporated to prime his body before he does his kettlebell lifting. Just some basic principles about these drills. He likes to start from the feet and then move towards the head. So we'll do that in the video. Also, we're going to try to maintain as good a posture as we can. So we don't want to be slunched over, we don't want to be off center, so we want to kind of keep the body relaxed in a nice long position. He says to imagine a chain kind of pulling your head upward while you're doing these. And also, I am not an expert on these. I've only been doing these particular drills for a few weeks, so I'm just kind of learning them, and hopefully I'll get better over time, as will you. And lastly, my feet are not the best looking thing in the world, so bear with me on that. So the first section is going to be on the lower body. So let's get started. So we're going to start with the feet, and we're going to go side to side, basically pronation and supination. I'm going to start with the staggered stance. And roll one foot out, and in. Nice ankle crack. Next one, you can take both feet, get a little bit wider than your squat stance, and you're going to do the same thing. Roll out to the side and roll the other way. Next one, you're going to take one of your feet, again go back to the stagger stance. You're going to grip as if you're picking up sand. You're going to lift your foot in that position, let the sand go, and drop down. Grip, lift, and down. Then he likes to do the opposite motion. So you're going to dorsiflex here, grip, go down, and then spread the toes out. So again, lift, grip, spread the toes. One more. And then the last one, he says you can also prop yourself up if you need to hold up against a wall or your buddy. And you're basically going to make figure 8 motions. So I'm just going to kind of circle figure 8. Jason recommends starting very short with the tracings. I'm going horizontal. Hopefully it looks somewhat horizontal. I'm going kind of a clockwise motion. Then he said to reverse the motion too. It's not only mobilizing the ankle, but also stimulates your nervous system. We tend to have one side that likes to move a little bit more freely than the other. Then he likes to do horizontal as well. As you can see, oh, excuse me, this is vertical. I did horizontal the other way. The vertical is not as good. I'm going to trace the other way. So next we'll move on to the pelvis. As we move up, we're going to go to the pelvis, and then we'll finish off with one for the thoracic spine. So the pelvis, we're going to first do pelvic tilts forward and back. Now I'm going to stand to the side, and I'm going to move my arm out of the way, just so you can see it. I'm not supposed to have my arm out of the way, I'm supposed to have good posture, so I'm just going to move my one arm out of the way so you can see my hips go forward and back. And that's also the reason why I tuck my shirt in like Steve Urkel, so you can see how my hips move. So forward and back pelvic tilt, I'm basically going to pull my navel in and push it out. The next one he does is side to side. So I'm basically doing the opposite. I'm going to go horizontally, pushing my hip out the other way. Then you can combine the two. So I'm going to push forward, out, back, side, forward, out, back, side. And it's also good to do this in 2 directions. And he has one that's my favorite, is the hourglass. And it's basically, you're just going to move and let your body kind of free fall as if you were drunk on a Saturday night. So you're just going to move around in a circle, let your body fall, rolling the hips, rolling the shoulders, trying to keep your head in good posture. You don't want to slouch over. Again, you want to move in the other direction as well. So those are good for the hips. Now we'll go to the thoracic spine. These are called chest caves. So basically, you're going to fall forward, which we should all have no problem with if we're on the computer and driving all day long. And then we're going to retract the shoulder blades. I like to pull palms up and pull my shoulder blades back. So exhale and fall forward. And expand the chest. From the side. Last one, we'll move up towards the hands and head. Okay, I've untucked my shirt and we're moving up to the cervical spine. So that's the head area. So the head area, we're going to do something Jason calls a clean rotation. That's basically the no motion. I'm going to swivel to the side, now force the movement, and swivel to the other side. Again, I try to remain as tall as I can, this best posture as I can, and a nice clean rotation. The second one is the lateral tilt. So I'm not going to think about pulling my head as far as I can. I'm thinking about lifting my jaw towards the ceiling. So I'm going to drop a little bit and just lifting towards the side. It's important that your shoulders don't go with you, so you're not drawing your shoulders as well. You're keeping your shoulders down, lifting up, lifting up, lifting up. The next one he calls, it's basically chin tucks, or he calls it the chicken head. So you're going to protract and retract your head. I'm going to push my head forward and pull myself back, trying to make double chins. Again, forward shouldn't be a problem for most people. A lot of things we do during the day cause protraction of the head. Computers, driving, watching TV. And the last one is the figure 8 motion with the head. So we've done it with the hips and the ankles, and we're going to do it with the head. So we're going to do a horizontal motion. Again, you want to try to look straight ahead as best you can, and then work 2 directions. And a little tighter circle is the vertical. Again, repeat. Lastly, we'll move on to the hands and wrists. So it's important to mobilize the wrists and hands, especially for sporting athletes, kettlebells, baseball, things like that. Wrists, a lot of bones, a lot of muscles, a lot of nerves. So the first one would be the wrist rolls. Jason likes to put the hands together, and basically you're going to fan the fingers inward, rolling the wrists out, and then bringing them back. He likes to go out into a wingspan. So basically you're going to fan them in, roll them out. I'm going a little fast just for time's sake. But he's going to roll it out into a wide, and I'm going to push him out to a wingspan. So I'm supposed to roll him out all the way to a wingspan. Then he's going to come back in the opposite direction until they reach each other. Again, good posture, shoulders relaxed. Try to fan the fingers as much as you can and roll the wrists through. It's a little easier when they get closer together. The second one we're going to do are some hand scrapes. I really like these. I've never really done mobility for my digits before. So basically the hand scrapes, what he's going to do is you're going to reach as far as you can towards the distal end of your palm, and you're basically going to pull your fingers over your calluses and back. So reach back and pull. Reach back and pull. That's usually pretty easy to do. The opposite one's hard, where you pull and push out. As you can see, I'm not great with these yet. Then when you're done with your hand, you take your thumb. My thumb doesn't like to reach all the way over. I wish it would. So reach all the way over and pull across. So much like your fingers, reach and pull. Then the opposite, pull across the other way with your thumb. And again, we'll do both sides, but today I'm just going to show you one. And the last one is going to be the old Karate Kid move. We're going to do paint the fence. So your hands are going to be in front, and he likes to do it in several directions. One is palms down, pronated, and you're going to go up and down. Up and down. The other way is palms up, supinated. Up and down, getting the wrist. So it's just getting the wrist to flex and extend, getting that range of motion. He also can do it with the fists. Up and down, up and down. And then again, wrists are a little bit tricky in this direction. So there you have it, the mobility drills I learned from the Orange Kettlebell Club workshop from Jason Dolby. You know, sets and reps, it's pretty much up to you how much time you have. I like to err on the side of doing less reps and being more frequent. So I try to do some type of mobility daily. I try to do these, especially before I do kettlebells. I'll run through this circuit. It takes me about 5 minutes. If I'm a little bit tighter in my hip area or in my feet, I'll give those a little bit more repetitions. If my neck is feeling okay, then I'll just do a few repetitions until I feel it's pretty loose. So give them a try, let me know what you think, and